Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play Call Me Maybe by Rae Jepsen. And it starts with a really cool keyboard intro around a G note. And actually, you could simulate that by playing 3rd fret on the low E string. And you'd be doing that 8 times, and then doing it another 8 times, kind of at the beginning. But for myself, a lot of times I'll kind of look for other places to play those notes. So for instance, you could play that G note open. So you could play just the open G string for that note, or you could play the D string on the 5th fret would be another G note, or you could play the high E on the 3rd fret would be another G note. And you could even alternate between those. You could kind of get something going on like G, 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 So if you wanted to, you could kind of alternate between those. And those notes are really kind of backing up or implying a G major chord. And the way you play G major, first finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger is going to go to the low E on the 3rd fret, and the 3rd finger is going to go to the high E on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord. That sounds really, really happy. So you could just kind of strum the chord too, kind of for your intro. And then when our verse comes in, we're going to be going to a C major chord. And the way we play C major, first finger is going to go to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger is going to go to the D string on the 2nd fret, and third finger is going to go to the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C major chord, we're going to be going to a D major chord. When we play D major, first finger is going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret, second finger is going to go to the high E on the 2nd fret, and third finger is going to go to the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, kind of the skinny 4 strings, that sounds a D major, and sounds really, really happy. And actually our verse and our chorus actually kind of revolve around just those 2 chords. So one way that you could kind of work the tune is just kind of strumming just the C and the D. C, da 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 da, D, da 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 da, C, da 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 da, D, da 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 da, C. But a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we just took the G and just kind of tried that a lot. We have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that on our G twice. That could work for our intro too, just doing the G, down, up, down, up, G, down, up, down, up. And then we get to our verse chorus progression. We could just do that with that down, down, up, down, up. Or we'd have the C, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, D, down, down. But then when we get to our chorus, there's a really cool keyboard intro that kind of comes in, where you could play the notes of that lick by kind of playing open E, and then 7th fret on the high E, and then 2nd fret on the high E twice, and then 3rd fret on the high E string, and then open E twice, and then 7th fret on the high E, and then 2nd fret on the high E twice. So 7, 2, 2 there. So you got open 7, 2, 2, 3, 0, 0, 7, 2, 2, all on the high E string. And if you're a little bit more adventurous, you could actually kind of throw in the C note and a D note in the bass part, and kind of start 3rd fret on the A string with the open E, and then go to the D string open when you play the 7th fret on the high E string and the 2nd fret, and then kind of play 3rd fret on the A string for the 3rd fret on the high E, and then open E, and then do the D string open again when you do the 7, 2, 2. So it kind of be like a 2-part, that way you'd have the melody and you kind of have the bass note kind of supporting it. So that would be another way to kind of play it. And actually something else you may want to try and add to your strum pattern is bass notes. So for instance, on the G chord, you could do the low E string for your bass, and then do the down, up, down, up. So that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, we could substitute that a bass note for the chord. So on the G chord, you do the low E string for your bass, and then have your down, up, down, up. So we got G with low E bass, down, up, down, up, G with low E bass, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, down. And on your C chord, you have the A string for your bass. So C with an A bass, down, up, down, C with an A up, down. And then when you get to your D chord, you have the D string for the bass. So D bass, down, up, down. D with the D bass, down, up, down, up. So we try that on our intro. We'd have G with low E bass, down, up, down. G with low E bass, down, up, down. And then for our verse, we'd have our verse chorus. We'd have the C with an A bass, down, up, down. D with the D bass, down, up, down. C with an A bass, down, up, down. D with the D bass, down, up, down. C with an A bass, down, up, down. D with the D bass, down, up, down. C with an A bass, down, up, down. D with the D bass, down, down, up. Now we'll basically be repeating that until there's kind of an intro return. Now right on our second verse though, the bass kind of changes and there's kind of a cool little bass lick that kind of comes in where you could play second fret on the D string. Now when we get to our second verse though, the bass line kind of changes, and if you wanted to kind of change it with it, you'd have second fret on the D string and then third fret on the A string twice, and then open G string and then open D string twice. And the note you're actually kind of playing is going E, C, C, G, D, D, E, C, C, G, D, D. And if you wanted to, you could actually kind of follow that bass implication with your chords. So instead of doing just the C chord, you could actually start on an E minor chord for the E note we're playing second fret on the D string. And the way you play E minor, first finger is going to go to the A string on the second fret, second finger goes to the D string on the second fret, and if you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then the E minor would kind of be followed by the C chord for kind of our bass implication of E, C, C. And then when we go to the open G string, you could throw in the G major chord and then do the D major chord. So if you wanted to, you could even kind of follow that with just downs. You could have E minor down, C down, down, G major with a down, D with a down, down, E minor with a down, C down, down, G with a down, D down, down. Now if you wanted to kind of throw that in the strum pattern though, and the down, down, up, down, up, rhythmically where the E minor would kind of change to the C would be right after that first down. And so you'd have E minor with a down, C with a down, up, down, G with a down, D with a down, up, down, E minor with a down, C with a down, up, down, G with a down, D with a down, up, down, E minor with a down, C down, up, down, G with a down, D with a down, up, down, E minor with a down, C with a down, up, down, G with a down, D with a down, up, down, And if you wanted to, you could kind of throw in the bass notes for those too. So on your E minor, you'd have the low E string for your bass, and if you wanted to, you could even kind of use that bass note and then kind of make your change to the C for the rest of the strum pattern. So you have E minor with a bass, and then C with a down, up, down, G with a low E bass, D with a down, up, down, E minor with a low E bass, C with a down, down, G with a low E bass, D with a down, down, to kind of make that change. So that's a possibility to kind of work through it. Then there's a really cool lead guitar part that comes in where you play third fret on the high E, and then open E, and then third fret on the high E twice, and then open E, and then third fret on the high E, and then open E, and then third fret on the high E, and then open E. So note-wise, we're playing G, E, G, G, E, G, E, G, E, that kind of comes as a lead guitar part. And if you wanted to, you could even throw in those basses we were talking about. You could do the third fret on the A string with the third fret on the high E for the bass on that first part, and then kind of change to the D string for the second half of the lick. So you have 3 and 3, open 3, 3, O, open D with 3, O, 3, O. Or if you're a little bit more adventurous, you could even throw in that E, C, C, G, D, D bass line, and gonna have the second fret on the D string for that first third fret, and then go to the third fret on the A string for the second part of the lick, and then go to the open G for the 3-0, and then open D for a 3-0. So you'd have E with a G, E, C with a G, E, and then we'd have open G with a G, E, and then D with a D, E, or with a G. So that would be another possibility to kind of work through it. And then from there, we basically be repeating that until we get to our chorus again. And our chorus on the second chorus actually works around that same E minor G, or E minor C, G, D progression. And there's another lead part that kind of comes in right through that chorus, where you play third fret on the high E, and then second fret on the high E, and then third fret on the B string, and then second fret on the G string, and then open B, and then third fret on the B. playing a G, F sharp, D, A, B, D. So you're going 3, 2, 3 on the B, 2 on the G, open B, 3rd fret on the B. And you can do that same kind of bass thing if you wanted to kind of throw it in. You'd have 3rd on the A string for if you're doing just the C and D for the basses, for the 3 and 2, and then do the open D for the 3, 2, O, 3, C. So 3rd fret on the A string for the 3rd on the high E, 2nd fret on the high E, open D with the 3rd, 2, open 3. And all these licks, actually, I'm kind of working hybrid picking. So I'm doing my basses with my pick, or my lowest note, or my thickest note with the pick, and using my fingers for the rest of the lick. So you may want to experiment with that. That's kind of a weird technique. And you might want to go just finger style too if it feels better to do your thumb and fingers instead of the pick and fingers. So those are both options to kind of get those two parts to going on. And you could even do the E minor C G D progression with that. So you could throw in the 2nd fret on the D string for that 3rd fret note, and then go to 3rd fret on the A string for the 2nd fret note, and then go to the G note for the 3rd fret on the G, or the B, and then open D for the open B and the 3. And if you wanted to, you could even throw in the lower G note too if you wanted to, or the lower E note. So you could work it out with low E, and then 3rd fret on the A string with 2nd fret on the high E, and then low E on the 3rd fret for a G note, and then 2nd fret on the G, and then open D for the open B. So you got, so that might be something else kind of cool to kind of throw in. And then we basically be just repeating that progression. So you can either work it with the C with the down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, C, down, 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 D, down, 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 up. Or if we're doing that with our basses, we'd have C with an A bass, down, up, down, D with the D bass, down, down, C with the A bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, Or if you're throwing in that E minor, throwing in our E minor C G D progression, you could even do that with the downs like we talked about. So you have E minor with the down, C with the down, down, G with the down, D with the down, down, E minor with the down, C with the down, down, G with the down, D with the down, down. Or we could even do just that first down of the down, down, up, down, up on that first chord. So we'd have E minor with the down, C with the down, up, down, G with the down, D with the down, up, down, E minor with the down, C with the down, up, down, G with the down, D with the down, up, down, up. Or you can throw in the basses on that, where you got the E minor with low E bass, C with the down, up, down, G with low E bass, D with the down, up, down, E minor with low E bass, C with the down, up, down, G with low E bass, D with the down, up, down, up. And then at the very end, there's a really cool intro lick right on that very, very last C chord. There's kind of a C kind of push on the keyboard at the very end. And then there's a little lick if you wanted to kind of throw it in that's kind of playing open B, and then 2nd fret on the G, and then open G. So you got B, A, G. Or if you wanted to sound a little bit more like the recording, you could go high on the high E string on the 7th fret and play that B note, 5th fret on the high E for an A note, and then 3rd fret on the high E for a G note. So B, A, G, and then you could kind of play a big G chord. At least I'd be really tempted to, even though it's not in the recording. But that's the basics of how you could strum through Call Me Maybe by Rae Jepsen. So good luck!